Y'all know the deal. I am Kelz.
And Flo is me.
And this is Keeping It G.
What up?
What up? Last week, we talked about the dating, the first date y'all went on, let's see, how'd you do it, what'd you do. We talked about the fact that, people ask each other out different ways. For us, it wasn't a initial ask out type thing. It was more so just kind of natural because we had already been together for a long time, so things just happen naturally. Whereas other people initially asked their person out or asked them to be their girlfriend or asked them to be their boyfriend. That was never our case. We also said, like, Flock only asked me to be his wife, which was more than enough. But at the end of the day, some people go down different paths. And with us being a millennial couple, we were actually pretty much living together before we even started dating, just as friends. And we were just tapping in, like, how friends, that relationship sometimes becomes more than what it initially started as. And then things just, happen. So today we're going to be talking about setting goals, aka dating to marry. So for us, I'll start. For us, when we started dating, it was never just like a girlfriend boyfriend thing. Like, because of us being friends initially, he already knew he already knew my goals and aspirations and the things that I looked for in the future with my husband and how I wanted things to go. So it was more so of us just making those things happen. Like, we're still doing it to this day. In the beginning, like, we made date night an important factor to this day. Date night is important to us because we feel like it enhances the relationship. Like, it gives y'all a restart every week or every 2 weeks or however y'all do it. For us, we try to go every week, but 2 weeks max, because we do this 2-2-2 thing, but we'll get into that later. Making sure that was one of the things for one goal for us in the beginning of our relationship was to keep date night alive. Like, never let it stop. No matter if it's just us going to the park for a walk or to dinner, to a really fancy restaurant, to the movies. Yeah, so that was one of our goals, and we're still working into this day because of us. Like we said, in a millennial time, we're both busy all the time, so we try to take that time out of the week and make it happen. But that's why it's such a big goal for us, because it's so hard, like, to take that time away from other stuff just to free your mind and be with your partner for a moment. We understand from a lot of people it's a lot. So that was one of our goals, as well as, buying property, invested in businesses, all this stuff we talked about in the beginning. I like to let each other know. I remember one time, like, when we were talking about, like, getting a house or looking to get a house or investing in property, one of the main conversations that me and Flock had was, how's your credit? Credit became a big deal to us because of us being so young. We knew that we would have to have a good credit score, and with us being, not to say it, but to say it like African American, we knew that things would be different for us. So we wanted to make sure that both of our credits were A1, and that was another goal for us. We knew that things were going to be different for us, like I said. So our first goal was to keep date night alive. No matter what happens, no matter what goes on in our relationship, date night is and always will be important to us. We also made sure that for our future and for our kids' future, our credit was good, because no amount of money you have measures up to your credit. So we made sure those were one of the goals for ourselves, is to keep our credit up. And if both of our credit wasn't where it needs to be, to help one another build it up. So to this day, we both have amazing credit. We haven't bought a property yet because me and him are very much so. We're picky, but, like, I was saying, like, roamers, like, we can't stay still. Like, I'm ready to move now. We've been in Charlotte for a year and, like, a few months, and I'm ready to go. So of course we haven't, like, set our mind on one place to stay or set our mind on one place to be. That happens. We know that because of the goals we set in the beginning of our relationship, with credit being the main thing, it'll be easy for us to do whatever we need or whatever, or take whatever route we want to go down, you know. What was another goal? Another goal for us was to get married. Like, we did not discuss, you know, we were dating to marry. It was never just a boyfriend thing, a girlfriend thing, best friend thing. If we break up, we break up. It was never one of those things. We knew when we started talking or dating that both of us were in this for the long run, and that was our main goal, was to make sure that we understood the steps it took for us to get to be where we're at today, i.e. married. Like, what his feelings are, what my feelings were, the things that we look for in that person. All those things had to be discussed before we got to this point that we are now. And, you know, for other people, it may have been different. We dated for almost 10 years before we got married. So, and it was never, if y'all gonna get married type thing. You know, people be like, you know, if you're gonna marry somebody within the first week or so. I think we knew that we were gonna get married the first, you know, after our first date.
I knew you had no interest in me, remember?
Our first date. I said after our first date. That's by that time I had some interest in you. We knew we were going to get married after our first date because, like I said, as friends, we've already discussed our plans for our individual selves separately. So we knew that the next relationship we found ourselves in, that was going to be for us to get married. So here we are. Those three goals have, you know, made a major impact in our relationship to this day. Relationship to this day.
Yeah, I'm joking like that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
Made a major impact in our relationship to this day. Like I said, our credit is amazing, so we don't have no like financial burdens. We can do whatever we want to do, and that was from the beginning. Date night is very important to us. It's been that way since we were best friends, and it's still that way today because we made it a goal, and we set that goal every week to remind ourselves like we have to do it. And we're married, you know. We set that goal in the beginning to work towards what we wanted, how we wanted, and we're married now. So that's what I mean by goal setting, like setting goals to build up to the future. How do you feel about that, baby?
I mean, yeah, those you pretty much cover like the major goals to set up for the future. I'm gonna go as far as like the mini goals. Excuse me. What's up, Auntie? What's up, Liv? What's up, everybody? Flo Boy, Miracle. What's up, everybody that's joining in? Jazz, what's up? I see you over there on the Facebook. What's up, everybody?
What's up,
y'all?
Everybody?
Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. You know, ask us questions with all, you know, all that good stuff. But one of the many goals I had was, well, she wanted a pit. She wanted a dog. Well, no, specifically, she wanted a pit bull.
A gray pit bull.
Gray pit bull. So one of the goals was getting her a pup. Didn't I put her in a box?
No, you dropped her on me in the house.
You was asleep.
I was not asleep.
What was you doing?
We were watching TV. Me and Jay was sitting in the living room. You walked in
I'm
with
asking,
bread.
why you gotta answer with attitude?
Pea. I don't have an attitude. I'm just saying you walked in with bread or pea or somebody. You just put it on me. It's like, here you go. And then she was standing on the back of the couch. I still have a picture of it.
For real? What a picture. You should have had the evidence. You know me, I come with evidence. When we talk about pictures, I bring the pictures out. But yeah, dog, like dog, the pup. Well, I said dogs. The puppy, going, like she said, going on dates, like going on beach dates, going on those cruises, those drives. Those were very important to us. You know what I'm saying? It opened up doors to plenty of conversations and plenty of understandings of, you know what I'm saying, what was to come. Another mini goal was like the promise ring. I bought her like this promise ring. Yeah, she wears that ring. Yeah, she represent, you know, represent.
I wear all of them.
Of course, getting married, that's for sure. I wasn't letting nobody steal her from me. Kids, we have goals to, you know, create some little us when the time is right, of course, right? Let's see. Oh, okay. Miracle said my goal for 2022 was to learn my husband's love language and to intentionally speak to him in that language.
I love it.
Yeah, that's dope. And then she also said that, and it has been amazing. That's awesome. What's up, Shay? What's up, sis? But yeah, that's dope. Speaking of that, another a goal of mine was to understand more. I'm the type. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm the type that I think I know it all. I'm real confident. I'm not going to say nothing else, no other word. I'm just gonna say confident.
I drink to that.
I'm real confident and real knowledgeable. Well, I ain't even gonna say
Real
knowledgeable
knowledge.
because some things that I'm confident in, I may not know shit about, but that's the man in me. You know what I'm saying? So one thing that I have a goal of mine was to pipe that down a little bit. Like, don't let my ego. I'm gonna keep it G. Don't let my ego or my pride get in the way from understanding you or hearing you. Miracle, I'm glad you brought up the love language because I feel like that stems from that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as like understanding you, like when you, I used to walk away a lot. Like I had this anger, this temper thing, where if I can't control the situation, I walk away from it because I don't want to be destructive. If that, yeah, I don't want to be that person, and that bothered her. It bothered me. It bothered us rather. So a goal of mine was to stop, like, quote unquote, she would say running away from the conversation. I would say cooling off. but but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like just understanding patience. A goal and that stems from the love language too. A goal of mine was to have more patience, you know what I'm saying? Be more understanding and not to always have the answer to things. More so like to listen. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense. Um Let me see. Another goal of mine was to make sure we spoke on financially, but you know, we've all been young, we've all been experimental.
What?
Got to experiment with that paper. You got to see if you can make that thing flip.
Get it right back.
Sometimes you just got to blow it just to have it. You know, you got to live life. But we all, you tell me some. But nah, man, like another goal of ours was to, like she said, make sure we was financially stable. Stability is by far probably one of the most important things that she like relies on. Stability. Like she always preached, even when we were to get into like disagreements or misunderstandings, she will always preach we can't build on a rocky foundation. So stability and foundation and stability is everything. So that's also one of my goals, just to stay stable. You know what I'm saying? And elevate, not stagnant, but to stay stable. Y'all quote that. That's a G line. Not to stay stagnant, which is still. Ooh, I said still wrong spit. Sorry. Still. But stable, you know what I'm saying? Control, make sure we can control everything, make sure we have everything under wrap so we can enjoy this life, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Enjoy it, celebrate it, you know what I mean? Right. Let's see. Hell, we can go as deep as the business. You know what I'm saying? One of my main goals for us was to, you know what I'm saying, back her up with whatever she wants to prosper in, like her business. Like I'm not gonna go into it because that's something that she has to present to the world. But the business that we're working on, you know what I'm saying, I got your back with that. You know what I'm saying? Just stand. That was the light. Oh yeah. Just stand, you know what I'm saying, stand consistent with that. That's another goal of mine, you know what I'm saying? Just consistency. Consistency, stability, keep you happy, you know what I mean? Miracle said I had to listen to understand and not respond. Yeah, Miracle, that's another thing that I had to, you know what I'm saying, do myself and realize that I didn't have the answer to everything, you know what I mean? Right. So
and like we say, like every situation is different. Everybody sets goals for themselves, their relationship. Ours may be different from y'all's. And we want to know, like, what were some goals that you had before you married your person that y'all talked about, or that you know, wanted to let be known, like, this is something that's important to me, or this is something that I value, and I just wanted to run it by you to see how you feel about it. You know, like we said, a lot of our goals were the same. It may came out differently, you know, like to have stability, which was finances for me, you know, to have a house and a car, which is, you know, everything to us, you know, like to be supportive of each other, even because I'm gonna be, for me it was just me, so I had a very my mentality was like, you know, I'm gonna work on me, you work on you. But now, like, to be honest with y'all, like, we are to the point that I'm like, okay, let's we're gonna focus on one thing at a time. We're gonna do this, get it done, make sure it's going right, then do this. That's just how we work. We've come to the one of our goals was to, like you said, to understand each other. And now that we understand each other, we know that what our disadvantages and advantages are in our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So that was a big deal to us, is like understanding, because it wasn't in the beginning, that understanding was very, very hard. Yeah. So that was a big goal for us, is just to be able to understand the person, our,
especially like different different career, like our career paths. Like, we had no choice but to understand. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you were serving at Hooters, I was hell in still in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just a lot that comes with that. You know what I mean?
So what was some of y'all goals for your relationship? You know, like you say, everybody's different. Everybody has their own goals. You never know who you may help or who may be able to benefit from what y'all have to say. That's the purpose of this podcast, to hear what other people have to say, to hear how they handle different situations in their relationship, and to help another person be able to deal with it, so we can build a community where we all helping each other and keeping it G, you know? You know? So thanks for everybody that's joining in, tuning in. Y'all tell us, you know, what were some of your goals for some of y'all's relationships in the beginning that led up to where y'all are at now? You said, now, even though we've been in this relationship for so long, and it's gonna be even longer, this is for everything. Every day is a new goal for us. Like, even with down to this podcast, getting up and doing it, even if one of us don't feel good or one of us tired, we just had a long day. This is a goal. We make sure that we accomplish this goal every week. We cross it off. And that's another thing. As a couple, if y'all have goals, write them down. Write them down, because I can't express so much enough how it feels to scratch something off, or to realize you've done something. And like I said, the same way you handle your life, or the same way you handle your bills, do that for your relationship, for things you want to get better, for things you want to increase, for things you don't like and you need that thing to change. Make a list so that y'all can see it, y'all can envision it together, and y'all can work on it together. Because at the end of the day, if you don't know what you're working on, y'all just talking about it. So write it down, cross it off when you feel like it. Can take a year, it can take 5 years. Whenever y'all get to that point, cross it off. Because you know that if you see it every day, the consistency of seeing that goal, or the consistency of seeing that thing that you want to change or do, is really going to be amazing when you're able to cross it off. Because like, one could be, I don't want to argue for a week. I don't want to argue for a week. And you wake up Sunday morning, put that goal down, and then the next Sunday y'all didn't argue all week. Okay, if we can do it for a week, shit, let's do it for a month. Get to that month, then, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just feels good to know that, you know, you can do that. You can get it done. You just have to see it. And that's one of my main points for our relationship, is write shit down. Like, I'm a writer down. I'm a highlighter. I'm a color coordinator, everything. Like, if it's something that needs to be done, down to my iPad, I'm writing down, highlighting everything in the iPad. I send him a note. Everything is in there, because you got to see it. You can't just talk about things and hope that it's going to change, or hope that it's going to get better, you know?
We can go deeper into the goals. We had a real meaningful goal. Right. You remember our 3-month goal? We had a 3-month agreement to, what was it, non-sexual?
Yep.
And that shit killed me, because I'm very sexual when it comes to my wife. Not gonna go deep in that, because that's none of you guys' information. But I'm just gonna keep that shit G. If I can go this deep as and expose some of our deepest goals, and that was a deep ass goal for me. Yeah, what some of y'all goals y'all got? Y'all, I'm gonna be real, baby girl. She said she wanted us to bond closer, not sexually, but still be intimate. You know what I'm saying? And it was, that's right? I said, I spoke that right. Yeah, okay. And yeah, that as a man, well, I can't speak for all y'all niggas, but all y'all men, but for me, you know what I'm saying, that was a real tough goal. But the respect and the love and the understanding of how that can spark and goddamn enhance a connection. It, you know what I'm saying? It made us both stronger. It made me stronger mentally. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and it made her believe in me stronger. If I correct me if I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this fool really do love me, and he really will sit his ass down, and you know what I'm saying? Boy, that was rough, but got through it. You know what I'm saying? So once again, like, what's some of y'all? And it don't even have to be like couple goals or whatever. What's some of the goals that y'all built up to? Hell, show that person that you're worthy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You said worthy?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have to be worthy.
Shit, that's how I felt. Man, that was a strong 3 months. I showed my work.
It's only a strong 3 months, y'all, because at this point we're already dating. We've already been together. So
you gotta switch it
we
up.
went to counseling, and it was something that was said, like,
Speaking of,
take a time, like, to bond a different way, and that's how it happened. Like, that counseling helped a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That was the goal in our relationship too, because I'd be like, tell him, okay, we need to go to counseling. We need to go to counseling for a year or two. Okay, now, okay, you're not gonna go. Let's make it a goal to say, if we do this one more time, if this argument occurs one more time, if this disagreement occurs one more time, we're going to counseling. We both agreed on it. I mean, if you have to draw up a motherfucking contract, do whatever. Because if you're like us and you believe in the other person, your signature means something. So sign that motherfucker, put it to the side. The next argument y'all get, do whatever y'all stated in that contract. Ours was to go to counseling. And in counseling, it opened up so much stuff, so many other goals that we had no idea that we needed to work towards, like, it definitely,
spiritually and all.
Yeah, mentally, physically, personally, like, it was just more than us going to counseling to try to figure out what's wrong with us. It was more so helping our relationship and figure out what we can do to help understand that other person more so that we won't be getting on each other's nerves.
Wait a minute. All right, we gotta. Can you please repeat the question? Okay, you repeat the question.
The question is
for Mother Jeter.
What were some of your goals in the beginning of your relationship that led up to y'all getting married or doing whatever y'all have done? We stated ours, which is creating a stable environment for us and our future family, to make sure our credit scores were good. What was another goal? To build each other up, spiritually, physically, mentally, whatever we had to do. That was one of our goals. And to, let's see, that was it. To keep date night alive, even though things are hard and we are very busy. Our goal every week is to make sure we take time out of that week for ourselves. Mama T said
to never let the sun go down on a disagreement.
I
agree. Like that.
I agree, because you never know what can happen during the night. You always want to find some. We talk about that all the time. You always want to find a common ground, even if you agree to disagree. Find a common ground to settle that argument or that disagreement, so that y'all can go to bed and you can put that leg up on me, Stank, because I can't go to sleep without your leg. So if you're mad, you're gonna be rolled to the other side.
Did you just call me Stank? Don't fucking call me Stank. You ain't never called me that shit. Don't ever call me that.
I wasn't calling you Stink. I was just saying, like, put your leg on me, Stink. Like,
no, I'm not. I know as a nickname.
I'm not calling you that. I'm just making a statement, Latrell. Oh my God! Don't call me Stink. Don't call me that. Why? Because whatchamacallit said that on whatchamacallit? Bad Boys Club.
What?
Because Milan called the other dude Stink.
Oh yeah,
Bad Boys Club.
I ain't no bad boy. Nope, not me. No sir.
Y'all, we appreciate everybody for tuning in. For sure. We appreciate y'all for following, for taking the time out just to. If you even tune in for a second, we appreciate your view. We ask that you continue to tune in every Monday at 7 o'clock. We're not going to stop. We're going to do it no matter how many people are watching. So, with that being said,
Wait a minute.
what?
I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta scroll up. I gotta scroll down to see.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Miracle stated what's the question? Okay. Coco Takor Winter states to not think of the relationship as disposable.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
Yes.
deep. Mother Jeter said, Amen. Miracle also stated, she said, always remain friends at our core, push each other, have rap battles, hold each other accountable. That's dope.
The accountability, it's the accountability for me. That is a big one. Like, that's definitely a great goal.
Takora Winter stated, to be committed to the journey, see the good in my partner even in hard times, maintain my sense of self. America stated, always have fun. What's up, Denise? She just popped in. And Mama Teresa said, love this, guys. We
Thank
love
you,
you
thank
too.
you, thank you. So,
Sis, yeah, definitely to see the good in my partner even in hard times. That's dope.
that's a
deep.
great goal.
That's deep.
That's hard, but it's a great goal. Like, it's probably one of ours too.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of ours because things they ain't always peaches and cream. And at the end of the day, you got to think about the good things. The good always outweighs the bad.
Another one of our goals is to not live on social, like to not believe in the hype in social media.
Right.
Like we live in real life,
right,
in real time.
And that's one of the other reasons we're doing this. Sorry.
No, you good. We don't try to keep up with the Jones. We do what we're allowed, like what we allow ourselves to do. If we want to take this big trip, okay, we're gonna take this big trip. It's not take. It is what we're gonna do to take the trip. That was a goal in our life to take out that word can't.
Right.
Our goal is to figure out, okay, if we trying to do something major, let's figure out how to do it versus saying, no, we can't do it this year. We can't do this. We can't go here. No, that's not the case because we can do whatever the fuck we want to do. To be real, excuse my French, it's just real. Sorry, Jazz. Okay, we got something on Facebook. We got our sis on Facebook. Jasmine Reed states, one of our goals, which has changed our entire relationship, was open communication. My partner can be a very private person. I, on the other hand, am an oversharer. So we had to find a middle ground. We decided that we will always share exactly how we feel. Hold on. Wait. I extended it, so I lost it. Hold on. My partner can be a very private person. I, on the other hand, am an oversharer. So we find a middle ground. We decided that we would always share exactly how we were feeling instead of holding it in and letting it build up, which never ended well. Openly communicating allowed us to be honest with ourselves and each other about how we were feeling and saved us from so many arguments. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, Jazz. I will agree with that.
I love
Definitely
that goal.
agree with that. That's major.
That's awesome. For us, that's a great one to help somebody. Like for us, that's why we be arguing because we don't know how to shut the fuck up.
No, you don't know how to
shut the fuck up. Communication is not like like I love it. Like that definitely can help us now because like
this is
we just be blurting out shit. Now we just if we just stop letting shit build up and openly communicate about it. It won't get to that point of motherfucking hell raising and motherfucking gun toting, And not really, but
and I second that. Look at my toe on Facebook. God damn it. But no, I can second that because I was like I said earlier, I would walk off and think that shit was cool, even though like I wouldn't think it was cool. Let me switch that. I would, like I said, me in reality, I was walking off to calm down, but in hindsight, it may seem like I was running away from the conversation. And that, you know what I'm saying? In certain cases, that would be the situation. I got to keep it G. I'm not going to cap. I would be trying to get out of it or not. I'm not trying to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? But we vowed to not go to sleep on bad terms. I mean, and we are human. So sometimes her stubbornness is just overwhelming. And sometimes my ego is just overwhelming. but at the same time, we always find our way back. That's a goal as well. No matter how rough or how hard times may become or may come, always find your way back. Always find your way back to common ground, you know?
Yes.
My boy Prince. What's up, man? What's up, man?
Don't start. Don't start.
You do
Don't
this
start.
every
Yep,
time. When Shannari come on.
because you think that you live next door to them, and you don't. You live in America.
My Rasta
No.
top shot toss.
What did America say?
Oh, America said, she said, oh, never lose myself in my relationship or my kids. That's dope.
That's a great goal. That's a great goal.
Can I second that one first? She did that this weekend, like the weekend before. Yeah, you had your me time. You went out and party with your girls, did her thing, got her nails done. You know what I'm saying? Brunched it out, mimosas, and then went shots, and then came home and snored on my shoulder with a little drool. Order up a large snore McShackle with an extra side of drool.
That was not that. No.
But
never lose yourself. That is a great goal for everybody to have. Never lose yourself, period. In your relationship, your kids, your job, any of that stuff, always find time for you. Because if you're good, everything else around you is going to be good. The moment you start feeling off balance, I don't know if it's the Libra inside of me, but if I'm not balanced, nothing is balanced. Our relationship is off course. My job is off course. I'm not making money like I'm used to. My home is out of order. So just make sure, find that. That's the one, Mary, right? Never lose yourself. Never lose yourself. Yeah. Jazz said that's the one, Mary, and we agree.
Nah, that's real deal.
That's a wrap, guys. We thank y'all so much for tuning in. We appreciate y'all. Like I said earlier, we appreciate everybody for tuning in, subscribing, sharing, commenting, just vibing out with us on a Monday evening. We ask that you continue to, something was on my finger, I thought it was a bug. Continue to tune in every Monday, continue to subscribe, continue to tell people to subscribe. Because the faster we get to where we need to be, which is one of our goals, it would be even better.
If you guys want your music play, if you want anything, subscribe. If you want anything, out and about, your accomplishments for your brand, your business, your music, your book, your whatever the hell you got going on.
If you want something advertised.
If you want to get in one of these hot seats, yes, you know what I'm saying? And be a part of keeping it G. And or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or any opinions or any ideas or subjects
you want to hear us talk about it, you want us to hear us discuss, or it's something that's going on in your relationship that you want us to talk about to help you find an answer to it, email us at floandkelz@gmail.com, or you can DM us on either one of Facebook, Instagram, or even I think TikTok allows you to DM us too. So do that.
Y'all just be sure to tune in next Monday at 7. And if you missed it, it will be uploaded tomorrow. Always remember to
keep it G.
Hey.
See y'all next week.